Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 2 KME2. In this video, we would like to present our topic chosen, which is work professionalism, relation between ethics and akhlaq. Before that, introducing our group members: FARHANA, AINUL, NURIN, ANISAH, Aisyah, HARITH, IDLAN, and lastly AFIDAH.
Firstly, for introduction, Giant started as a sundry shop in 1944, evolving into DMC in 1974 and Giant Supermarket in 1982. However, in 1999, Dairy Farm International Holdings acquired 90% of Giant's share. By 2003, it became Dairy Farm Giant Retail Sdn Bhd. Giant expanded rapidly across Malaysia under GCH Retail Sdn Bhd. In 2014, it had 147 outlets and now reduced to 80 outlets in Malaysia. Giant also operates in Singapore, Brunei, Vietnam, Indonesia, and Cambodia. This report focuses on the ethics and akhlaq in work professionalism at Giant Hypermarket Nilai based on an interview with Mr. Muhammad Iqmal Saumbi Yusof, the human resources professional at Giant.
Approaches in education akhlaq. Akhlaq of individual is believed to be flexible, nurturable, and ready to accept changes for the betterment. Therefore, there are multiple approaches in educating individual akhlaq towards a better direction. Rasulullah, peace be upon him, once said, indeed the best among you is the best in character, which refer to akhlaq. According to NURUL, KME 2009, among the approaches in educating akhlaq are: the first one is tarbiyah, approaches through education. The second one is reflection, muhasabah, which enables an individual to identify self-inaccess. The third approach is in a way of striving mujahadah and training riyadah, one method of force and practice oneself with decent akhlaq until it become habit. Islam is emphasized akhlaq as a comprehensive set of moral and ethical principles that guide Muslims in their daily life.
Move on to substantial intellectual and practical training with value of professional. SAADON argued professional values include proper judgment and belief that shape the preference and behavior when making the decision. Meanwhile, SHAHRI defined professional value as an obligation that determines what is right and wrong and are presented by three values, which are standard, responsibility, and regulation. In Islam, education and knowledge hold significant values. Every Muslim is encouraged to seek knowledge both in spiritual and worldly education. In the Holy Quran, Surah Al-Mujadilah verse 11 stated, Allah will raise those who have believed among you and those who are given knowledge by degrees. The success or failure of an organization is determined from its employees. Therefore, individuals need skill and abilities to perform various tasks at a workplace. According to Hasni, Islam emphasizes that education, training, learning, as well as knowledge are unquestionably pointless and meaningless unless they are applied in constructive and practical ways. In a nutshell, substantial intellectual and practical training is competent in shaping well-rounded professionals to thrive and make meaningful contributions.
So, professional autonomy is the high degree of authority professionals have over their personal matter, despite professional standards govern ethical behavior and endeavor. So, in a work professionalism, guidance is needed for every employee to follow all rules before and after work. So, a professional code of ethics comprises a collection of fundamental principles that control the decision-making process that guarantee integrity, honesty, and professionalism. So, there is some rules when utilize professional code of ethics. First of all, a code of ethics define the fundamental value and principle that regulate job and organization conduct. So, furthermore, a code of ethics ensure that firm act ethically and professionally to maintain public trust. So, this create trust and transparency between the firm and its stakeholder and employees. So, professional code of ethics violation can lead to warning or dismissal. So, understanding and following one code of ethics is crucial for individual and organization to avoid negative consequences and maintain professional ethics.
The importance of ethics and Islamic ethical teaching or akhlaq in influencing a person's person's behavior and personality is covered in the theoretical section. It emphasizes that an upright personality, including speech, relationship, behavior, is what Muslims call as Akhlaq and seen as honorable. Similarly, in the Mr. Ikmal highlights the ethical guidelines and moral development session implemented in the organization. This guideline, which has been cited by company, intended to nurture integrity, empathy, and ethical decision making among the employees. This demonstrated a shared focus on the importance of ethics in the workplace.
Now, let me continue the second part of the difference and similarity. So, secondly, both parts recognize the role of education and training in cultivating ethical behavior. The theoretical part discusses various approaches in educating individual akhlaq, such as tarbiyah or known as education, muhasabah or known as reflection, mujahadah, and riyadah, effort and training. So, it emphasizes that through proper education and continuous practice, individuals can develop and improve their moral character. Next, the practical part highlights the company's commitment to the ethical guidelines and moral development session, which serve as a means to embed strong moral values into the fabric of each employee. The similarity by recognizing the role of education and training, so both the theoretical and practical part demonstrate a commitment to creating a culture of ethical behavior. It reflected in the emphasis on continuous education, reflection, and practices, which are vital for fostering and maintaining ethical conduct. The theoretical and practical parts acknowledge the importance of providing individuals with the necessary tools and resources to make ethical decisions and act with integrity.
Okay, next we move on to the third similarity and difference. Both parts stress the importance of professionalism for a company's success. The theoretical section delves into professional autonomy and standards, emphasizing ethical principles through a code of ethics for integrity and honesty. The practical parts, represented by HR manager Mr. Ikman, underscore word professionalism's role in maintaining productivity and protecting the organization image. The Jaya Nilai interview demonstrates the real-world application with Mr. Ikmal promoting ethical guidelines, moral development sessions, and proactive strategies aligning with true professionalism principle. Both theoretical and practical aspects converge on the significance of ethics, education, and training in shaping behavior, emphasizing the lasting impact of work professionalism on a company's success and reputation.
The theoretical section integrates Islamic teachings, discuss methods like education and reflection, and emphasize the significance of ethics and akhlaq in professional context. Mr. Ikmal, the HR manager at Jaya Nilai, offers information about the company's adherence to moral principles in the practical section. According to Mr. Ikmal, professionalism at work is essential to the success of the organization. Beyond hierarchical barriers, the familiar organizational culture fosters collaboration and support for one another. In conclusion, the research shows how theoretical ideas and real-world application at Jaya Nilai are in line. The story of Giant is a powerful illustration of how these values are not only ambitious goals, but also the real-world cornerstone of a flourishing and moral workplace. That's all from us. Thank you.